Okay, number 2, a company sells widgets, the amount of profit Y made by the company is related to selling price of each widget X by the given equation. Using this equation, Y equals negative 4x squared plus 302x minus 2,248. A says find the maximum amount of profit the company can make to the nearest dollar. What word should I circle? Maximum. Okay, circling maximum. And what am I doing with my equation? Plug it into Desmos. Go ahead and type. If you haven't typed today, you need to be the person typing. If you haven't typed today. Typing in the equation into Desmos. Negative 4x squared plus 302x minus 2,248. All right, and the keyword was maximum, so I need to zoom out. All right, zoom out and click the maximum. Okay, zoom out and click the maximum. The first thing says find the maximum amount of profit. Is profit X or Y? Why is profit Y? Anybody give me a concrete reason on why profit is Y? Yep.
Because it's stated in the problem.
Ooh. Very good. Very good. It tells you right there that profit is your Y. Okay? So guys, call it out. What is the computer saying for the profit?
3,452.25. We're rounding it to the nearest.
There you go. We're rounding to the nearest dollar, so it's 3,452. Okay? Okay. All right. B says at what price must they sell their widgets to make a maximum? So we're still looking at the maximum point on the computer. We're still looking at the maximum, but this time they want the price, which is $37.75. $37.75. Okay. All right, number 3. Sydney has designed a rocket. She determines the initial velocity of her rocket is 36 meters per second. She uses the function h of t equals negative 9.8 t squared plus 36t to find the height based on time t in seconds. Sydney wants to know approximately when her rocket will be at the following heights. Okay? All right, 24 meters high. Is that an x value or a y? That's a y because it's a height. Okay, so y equals 24. So let's put both of those in Desmos. Let's put both of those, negative 9.8 t squared. Type them both in. Type them both in, negative 9.8. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Type it in. Negative 9.8 t squared plus 36t. Y'all should already have this typed in. Let's go. Negative 9.8 x squared plus 36x. And then y equals 24 goes in the next spot. And you're going to have to zoom in or zoom out until you can see the picture better. All right, so click where they meet. Hit your house button. There you go. There you go. All right, so what do you get for your first answer?
0.874 seconds.
0.0. 0.875. And there's 2 places where the rocket is that high. What's the other one? What's the other one?
2.798.
Good. Okay. Why are there 2 places where the rocket is 24 meters high?
When it launches and when it comes back.
Good. When it goes up and when it comes back down. All right. The next one says 36 meters high. Is that an X value or a Y?
Y.
That's a Y value. So So once again, change the 24, change your 24 to a
32.
36. Change your 24 to a 36. When will the rocket be at 36?
Never.
Does it ever get to 36? No. Okay, it never gets to 36.
Sydney miscalculated.
Hit your house button.
Sydney is that. Double cluster.
And now zoom. Yep. One more time. There they go.
NASA making mistakes. Oh shoot.
Does that make sense? Okay. All right. Number 4, suppose you launch a model rocket with an upward starting velocity of v feet per second. You can use the equation h equals negative 16t squared plus vt plus h sub 0 to find the rocket's altitude. H represents height in feet, t seconds after launch, and h sub 0 represents initial height. Suppose the upward starting velocity is 315 feet per second and the initial height is 3 seconds. When will the rocket hit the ground? All right, so I have this equation, but there's some problems. What's the problem with it?
We're missing numbers.
You're missing some numbers. Can we fix that?
Yes.
Okay, how can we fix that?
Hold me.
What number do they give me?
3.
Okay. I have a negative 16 here. I have a negative 16 right there. What else do I have?
3.
315 is my what?
Velocity.
315 is my velocity. Where do you think 315 is going to go in for?
V.
For V. What does V stand for?
Velocity.
Okay, so V is 315. Okay, V is 315. What else?
Initial height is 3 feet.
The initial height is 3 feet. The initial height is 3 feet. What's that going in for? H. That's going in for H sub 0. That's your starting height. Okay? All right, so let's write that. That'd be negative 16. I'm just going to go ahead and put an x because that's what you'd have to use in Desmos. Negative 16x squared plus what? 315. Very good. You have to put an x next to that one. Plus 3. Okay? Plus 3. Does it work when you put in t? That's why. Okay. All right. Negative 16x squared plus 315x plus 3. All right, let's go. Type it in. Some of y'all already have it in. Thank you. I appreciate that. What's the question asking on this one?
Will it hit the ground?
When will it hit the ground? Go to move your mouse. Guys, if you hit the house button, it'll reset your graph. If you hit the house button on it.
That's the wrong one. You gotta zoom in.
All right, hit your house button, then you might have to zoom out a little bit.
This one.
All right, you gotta make it x squared. All right, when is it hitting the ground?
19.697. 697.
All right, 19.697.
Yay.
Zoom out. Zoom out again. All right, so where would it hit the ground? That's where we get it from. Okay, 19.697. All right, number 5, the towers of a suspension bridge are 800 feet apart and 162 feet higher than the road. Suppose that the cable between the towers has the shape of a parabola and is 2 feet higher than the road at a point halfway between the towers. All right, we've done this problem before, but it's been a while. Anybody remember how we started?
Oh.
I need a point. Can somebody give me a point?
200. 162, 800.
36.
162, 800. Oh, 165. 0, 162.
Okay.
77.
Alright. Let somebody else give another one. 0, 162.
69. Oh.
162.0 would be like right there, which is not on the cable. What's another point on this cable? 800, 162. Thank you. And what about that one? Good. Where is the 2 coming from? Well, actually, let's stop. Where's the 400 coming from?
In the middle.
It's in the middle, so it's half of 800. So that's where we get 400. Where's the 2 coming from?
2 feet higher.
It says it's 2 feet higher than the road at a point halfway. Okay, so that's where we're getting the 2 from. All right, what are we going to do with our points?
Put them into the tax.
Yep, put them into stat. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Put them into stat. Put them into stat. You're putting your X's in L1 and your Y values in L2. Your X's in L1, your Y values in L2. Go ahead and do the next step if you know it. Some of you already know how to go. Keep going, write it down. All right, hit stat again. Over to calc. Down to number 5. Enter, enter, enter. All right, y equals 0.001. What do I write next to that? X squared. Good. Minus 0.8. What do I write next to that? X plus 162. Okay. All right, and the question says, what is the approximate height of the cable 190 feet from either tower? So the cable, it wants to know, what is the height 190 feet from the tower? So I'm going over 190. Does that mean 190 is an X value or a Y? X. Okay. So this is where I plug it in, 0.001, 190 squared minus 0.8 times 190 plus 162. All right, so you're plugging it in both spots where you see the X. You can type it into Desmos or your calculator. Either one is fine. So you can type it on the main screen, 0.001, 190 squared minus 0.8 times 190 plus 162. And you get 46.